Bats are, of course, synonymous with Halloween, but are they also synonymous with the Bay Area? That answer may surprise you. It's yes, at least right now. Joining us live to talk more about that is Matt Sharp-Cheney, a wildlife biologist from Mid-Peninsula Regional Open Space District. Matt, thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
This definitely captured our attention the day before Christmas. We're seeing a surge in bats in the Bay Area. What is up with that? Tell us about it.
Yeah, so people might be noticing more bats out and about on the landscape than they have previously. And what's kind of happening right now in the bat's life cycle is the bat maternity roosting season, which takes place in the summertime, where bats are often gathering in big colonies and having young pups. They're now distributing across the landscape and moving from those summer maternity roosts into their winter, what we call hibernacula, which are basically a place where they can go, wait out the winter in the cold months and become much less active. So people might be seeing bats popping up where they haven't seen them before. And if they are seeing that, that's a good thing because the bats that we have in our area, all 16 species that occur in the Bay Area, which are native to our region, are insectivores. So they're eating things like mosquitoes and agricultural pests. No vampire bats here.
That's good to hear. Phew. I did read that perhaps there might be more insects out there this year because of last winter's rain contributing to the kind of increased bump in the bat population. Is there validity to that?
Yeah, that's a definite possibility. So yeah, of course, all that extra rain that we got last year, big winter, would definitely provide a big bumper crop of vegetation, which would mean that there are likely more insects out and about on the landscape than there had been previous years. So in general, probably pretty good for our bat population, but also worth knowing that a lot of bats worldwide and even here in California face a lot of threats like impacts from wind turbines, a disease called white nose syndrome that can wipe out 90 to 100% of colonies, as well as habitat loss. So it's good to see that, people are noticing bats out on the landscape more right now.
Yeah, where are they right now? Are people seeing them on hiking trails? Are there places where they tend to congregate or hours where they tend to be spotted?
Yeah, so bats are nocturnal almost exclusively in our region. Every once in a while, you'll get an odd bat that's flying during the day. But typically, the best time to see bats would be around dawn and dusk when they're heading out and flying from their roosts. They can roost in the sides of buildings. They can roost in exfoliating bark and trees. And a really good spot to find them would be anywhere where there's water. So if you can find a pond or a stream near forest habitat, you might find bats flying along the surface and catching insects, and which could be a really exciting thing to see.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Real quickly, we have time for, I'm going to ask two in one here. Should we worry about rabies with the bats that we see here? And then before we go, I want you to tell me about the excitement over the naming of a California state bat.
Yeah, so rabies is no joke. It's not something to take lightly, but I do want to say that often bats are kind of portrayed as, more of a cause of rabies than they really are. In the U.S., for example, only on average 2 people a year contract rabies from bats. So it's not that common. So if you're worried about bats and rabies, all you need to do is just avoid coming into contact with bats.
And
so
the state
pretty
bat?
straightforward.
And real quickly.
And the state bat, yes. So the pallid bat has just been selected as the California state bat. They are an amazing species. They have kind of blondish hair. They eat things like scorpions. And we actually have one of the only known maternity roosts for that species on the San Francisco Peninsula on Mid-Penn Preserve.
Fantastic.
So a really cool bat.
Another reason to check it out if you can go hiking. Matt Sharp-Cheney, thank you so much. Really appreciate all that exciting information on the bat. Take care.
Absolutely.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you.